Hello, I hope you're very well indeed. This is Six Music. I'm Russell Howard. This is Jon Richardson.
Yo.
Yo, indeed. John's in the right mood because...
You've been acting like a real jerk this morning.
No.
Real jerk. And I'm looking at everyone. I'm looking at everyone in the studio.
No, not true. All we did was...
Yeah, you go on. Walk out the room. Go on. I'm watching you.
Just you focus on the show.
Yeah, that's right, Adam Hudson.
Wearing
correct.
a beanie hat indoors.
Nothing wrong with that.
Honest
He's been very
Jesus.
badly burnt, John. He's been very badly burnt. It's always awkward, that, isn't it, when you sort of mock someone for their hat.
Yeah.
It'd be quite good fun. A hat should come with kind of internal sort of, so that it looks like, you know, you've been horribly burnt. So if someone goes, nice hat, mate, you can lift your hat up, and it's got like this sort of, do you know what I mean? The residue of a burnt head.
All hats.
Yeah, so that if someone's
All
mocking...
hats. Why don't we just have a rule where you just don't wear hats indoors?
No, because what happens, you wear a hat indoors, some smart aleck like you goes, nice hat, dickhead. And, you know...
You can see what mood he's in, listeners. It's going to be a long 3 hours.
No,
And
it's
I've
not.
got a right cold on me as well.
No, you're in a mood because I sat in your seat and you went, come on, get out. We got a system. What do you mean we got a system? I just sit, no, that's where I sit. I've got all my stuff there. Well, come on, I'll just sit here. No.
Do you know why? It doesn't matter if it's just an empty table. You sit where you like. But when there's a clear semicircle of items that I am clearly working my way through,
Yep.
and there's my little pint of milk there and my sandwich,
Yep.
and you sit there, that's clearly someone else's seat, isn't it?
It's clearly your seat.
And when someone arrives late this morning, so I'm dealing with the backlog. Do you know what I mean? Hands up, who was late this morning?
I was late, John.
You put your hand up, Adam Hudson.
I got here at just after 9:05.
Yeah,
well.
Stop having a go at Beanie Man. The thing is...
I was in here at 9:15, and hands up, who lives the furthest away? Yeah.
Me?
Oh, where were you last night? Where did you sleep?
I was in London, but I live in Bath.
Yeah, London. I was in London having my guitar lessons.
No, I wasn't having guitar lessons. But what we do know is that you have...
Oh, here it comes.
John, I guess what I
Get
found...
it all out of the way on link one, and then we can do proper radio.
Whilst sitting in John's seat, I noticed that there was a little note on it that's...
I had to look for all his papers.
No, it wasn't. It was clearly marked 2 free tickets to Woman's Monthly.
Ladies Monthly.
Ladies Monthly. So John is angling for a column for Ladies Monthly. So for anyone from Cosmo or Marie Claire's listening, we got your guy.
Right, yeah.
What's your column going to have?
And you're going to do your article about bras?
In that? Yeah.
Yeah.
How to get them off?
Ladies Monthly was the name of the show on before me at Edinburgh, and
Yeah.
the two ladies who were in it, Sam and B, lovely ladies,
Yeah.
they wanted to come and see my show, and I said, don't pay for tickets, I'll put some on the door for you.
Oh, what a good guy.
So I wrote on a piece of paper, 2 times tickets, Ladies Monthly, which
Yeah.
got that all across until someone like you went, 2 tickets, ladies, does that mean, oh, hang on, I got so much, hang on, periods, and then girls this, and I write it all down, I'll do all the jokes at once off link number 1, and then we'll have the Angry Mob by Kaiser Chiefs, and then it's radio time.
So as you can see, John's in a fantastic mood this morning. He's a little bit poorly, so we'll nurse him through the show. It's going to be absolutely fine. Every time you hear him coughing, that's him. Are you well?
I'm going on holiday after this, so I'm fine, yeah.
No, we have to apologise to somebody who sent in a text. She says, you started with a bloody argument, you evil pair of so-and-sos. Now, that sounds like a mum.
Yeah?
You know, mums will call you evil pair of so-and-sos, so we should apologise. We shouldn't argue, mate. We're pals, we're buddies. You're going on holiday. I mean, you got a bit of a cold, but generally things are going to be all right.
Yeah.
How long has there been a monkey in the studio? I've just noticed that. Is that... Are you all right? How long's that been there? Foster's out there, man. What's going down here? Flipping heck. And it's a sneaky-looking monkey at that. No, there should be a rule at Six Music. You do not put stuffed monkeys anywhere near me. John, do you joke?
No, I'm fine. I think it was implied.
There you go. Do you want that? That's my demon, that.
Oh. There we go.
So, yes, text us. Yeah, the weird teeth. Someone's put in...
This monkey's got teeth.
There you go. You can text us...
Hello, Russell.
Stop it, John. You can... Yeah. Oh,
Talk to him.
hello, Mr. Monkey. How are you?
I'm alright, how are you?
Why are you doing that voice? That just sounds like you when you were 6. Rocket Radio. Now, you can
This
text
is
us...
why we argue.
It's not why we argue. That sounds like you, age 6. Talk again.
No.
Go on.
No.
I'll pretend to be your dad. Go on.
No.
There you go. John, have you done all your colouring in?
You know I have. I do it every night. Why'd you ask me this, Dad?
Well, I just thought you might be like the other kids, you know, running outside. But running can lead to problems, Dad. You can fall over and hurt yourself.
Oh, don't get me started on my knees now.
See,
Triple
they-
jump and rugby, I think. They click all the time.
There you go. You can text us 64046, or you can email russell.sixmusic@bbc.co.uk with anything you'd like to know.
People have texted an email.
What have they
Russell.
said, John?
Mark's texted
Oh,
an
do
email.
that off mic.
I can't... hello, Russell and John.
We're working with amateurs.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh, he's back. I am a massive fan of the show and have managed to convert most of my friends into avid listeners.
Uh-huh.
I've converted most of my friends to LPG. which I think is just the better option. I was lucky enough
very
to
clever
see
joke,
both
that.
of your shows in Edinburgh.
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah. I was also at the late night gig where Russell took the HRT pills, and he still rocked despite the fact he told everyone he nearly soiled himself.
What? What's all that about?
So every week I do jokes about you doing poo-poo, and you say, you don't do jokes about me doing poo-poo, and then I find out you're doing it at gigs.
Oh, no.
Thanks very much, Mark. Always useful to know. The reason I'm emailing, however, is my friend Hannah really wanted to ask John if it's true that you once put Rice Krispies in his slippers and that he counted them. If so, how many were there? I know this is an odd question, but it's 2 weeks since we arrived home from Edinburgh and she still brings it up.
Right. Yes, I did put Rice Krispies in his slippers.
Yes, but was it deliberate or was it just an accident? It was just many of the places that you put Rice Krispies around our house
Yes.
when we lived together.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I can't believe people are ratting me out to you. How unfair
Oh,
is
I had
that?
another email where someone was ratting you out. That was on YouTube. Disgusting.
Oh, that probably is a move. Imagine that. Imagine, do you want to go and get ratted? Oh, yeah, brilliant. Oh, not like that.
I'm going to give you a Roland. The Roland of a lifetime. Loving the show. Listen to it all the time, says Gemma. I remember you talking about standing near someone and saying the word Gurkha while they were writing something.
Oh, yeah.
And then it goes a bit cockney from there. Well, I'd done that to my cousin who was doing his job application and he wrote his name down as Adam Gurkha.
Right.
And she says she's now been going around doing it to her mother because her mum doesn't let her listen to the show, so she keeps getting her mum to say Gurkha.
Her mum doesn't let her listen to the show.
Yeah, well, come on, mate.
We're being censored.
We've got history, haven't we? With mums.
Oh, come on.
What did we say to mums this week?
No, I said hello to my mum.
What did you say to
Oh,
my
I
mum?
tell you what, my mum said, I've probably got to go into that, but I had a lovely afternoon out with my mum yesterday. Went to Baby Gap.
Right, you're getting some new panties.
There you go, there's the first one. My cousin Sandy's just given birth to a baby. No name yet. £9. How big is that? It's massive. So we went in Baby Gap to get...
Is it?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, they were all...
Look at you, Chatterville.
Well, that's it. Everyone's
£9, God, what a delivery.
That was it, yeah, that was the scary thing. I was going, yeah, £9. And everyone reacted like that, so you finally go, oh, what's it called? Ripper. That mistake. And then, but we went in Baby Gap. It's wrong in there. Really wrong. You can't go in there with your mum because she really
I
wants...
tend not to be honest.
Yeah,
it's not something we get up to.
Well, to be honest, your mum's lounging around in a negligee, giving me a right old... And the thing is, we were sort of wandering around, and then my mum was going, when are you going to have a kid then? When am I going to be a granny? When am I going to be a granny? Very, very awkward indeed. And my girlfriend was there as well.
Have you not told her yet?
I know, I can't bring myself to do it, but it was very kind of, didn't like it. And they're all dressed, all the kids are a lot more stylish than you. It's really weird. They're kind of walking around like sort of age 4 with check shirts and jeans and little scarves and gloves. Really.
Say what you like about kids. They ruin You've Been Framed. I watched that yesterday. Always some classic clips on there. Yesterday's particular highlight, woman walking into a patio door.
Always good.
Always
good.
a classic. And fat woman going off the front of a moped.
Fat woman into anything will always
Yeah.
win. Fat woman into cupboard. Fat woman into wall. Fat woman bouncing off bed and hitting wall.
Fat woman on trampoline.
Fat woman on
Always
trampoline.
funny. Anyway, good You've Been Framed. Ruined.
Hang on a minute. Well done, fat woman. No one ever applauds. We laugh for you.
Yeah.
We never applaud. You brighten up our Saturday afternoon.
Getting out and about.
Yeah, I bet you can.
End montage, headline montage.
Yeah,
Just
fat,
kids.
Fat woman, you're thinking.
You could always headline with fat woman.
Well, here we go, fat woman.
Yeah, what fat woman? Where is she today? But no, he headlines with just a whole clip of kids,
Infants?
Not even. Now, don't get me wrong. A kid falling off something and smashing its head.
Fat kid.
Funny.
Fat kid.
Oh, that's headline.
Yeah.
Instead, it's just kids dancing at weddings and winking into the camera and being sick on themselves. That's not good telling.
Well, it's got me already.
Oh,
That's all right. You got to pop in a few kids.
I hate them clips. Any
Oh,
clip
a
on
kid
You've Been
dancing-
Framed where the audience go, oh, just get rid of it. I don't watch You've Been Framed to go, oh, I watch it to go, oh, God, is he all right?
No, light and shade, light and shade. You need a few kids winking. You need the occasional cat jumping up and moving the door.
No.
And then, bang, fat woman. Oh, she's dead. No, she's not. She's on the floor. Look at her family laughing at her. You could see the camera rocking. I'd hate to be a fat woman for many reasons, but, you know, if you're a fat lady...
You almost were for a while, weren't
I
you?
was, yeah.
You went
pills.
through a period.
But if you're kind of walking around and, if you're a fat lady and you're at a family bash and someone gets the video camera, just stand still. Don't even sit down, because that chair's going down.
Yeah.
And there's
Something will happen to you, though. Even if you stand still, something will fall on you.
All right, well, let's play
They're
this.
nature's comedians.
Now, I was trying to find that, because John said, you know, we're talking about You've Been Framed and the babies are never funny. There's that fantastic clip of the baby laughing on YouTube, which is one of the funniest things ever. So I was seeing if I could try and find it, but I can't. What I have found is this. John, say something.
Hello. Oh, you're feeling it? You're feeling it, Six Music?
Remember that? The good old days. Someone sent in an email about your voice. John, she says.
Ah, well, probably be my future wife then, eh? Since every woman I ever meet
talking of which, I can't believe I forgot this.
Can't even look at a woman on the news without these idiots going, oh, you're going to end up banging her, are you? Oh, you got a mobile phone number, have you? Oh, so you're reading a book written by a woman the other week. You're getting married, are you?
Talking of your future wife.
Have you been cutting pictures out of newspapers?
Look what I found.
I'd love to sit next to you
Have
on the train.
have some money, mate. Have some money. do you want to tell everyone at home what I've got you there?
It's Jennifer Ellison money.
Yeah.
And it's tenors.
Yep.
It's a normal £10 note, but with pictures of Jennifer Ellison with her knocks out.
That's right, John. All for you, mate.
Can I spend these on my holiday?
I tell you what you can't do. You can't accidentally get them out when you're at the opticians. I've learnt that to a cost. Don't ask me how I found them, John. I got them now. They're yours. They're not legal tender. But they're
certainly tender.
Hey, if you notice, there's a little autograph there.
Yeah.
So Jennifer may or may not have done. There you go. Don't say I don't never get you stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right, thanks very much, mate. Don't say I never get you nothing. Here's something I found on the floor.
I didn't find it on the floor. It took me ages to make them. John, I think
you never made these.
Yeah, right, I found them. John, I think you're... How lucky's that, though? I found those. And well, they're going straight to John.
Oh, so now I've been... Let's be honest, any man who's made his own Jennifer Ellison money is not going to be hygienic, is he? And now I've got it all over my hands.
You probably have got it all over your hands, to be honest. Never mind.
I was about to have my apple as well, that ain't happening.
There's somebody from Japan, Emma in Japan, right?
There are many people from Japan.
She says, John, I think your cold voice is quite sexy. I'm also ill. I've broken my foot. If you guys would say hi to me, it'd make a bored, housebound girl's day. Love to your mothers and respect your wives. Respect your wives. Very Japanese. Nice. Oh, it's Rick Stein's got a new programme out where he goes to Japan. Has he?
Very nice, yeah.
Aren't you going to be his companion?
Hopefully, one day.
That's what you wanted to do,
I'll be
wasn't
his new chalky.
That's his dog, innit?
Yeah, he's dead now. Hey, Russell and John, if you were in his Dark Materials, what would your demon be?
Oh, we've already been through this.
We've been through this, haven't we?
Yeah, we did this a couple of weeks ago. What was yours called again?
You've got an incontinent monkey and I've got a gay lion.
That's correct. What was your gay lion called? Is it like...
Armantha.
Oh, that's it, Armantha, yeah. He's got glasses, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's a proper no fooling. There's a website that you can do where you can find out your demon. Just type in "find your demon" into Google and you'll find it. And we did it, and John's came back. It was a gay lion called Armantha, and mine was a sneaky monkey.
Yeah.
Called Steve, I think.
Colin,
yeah. Steve, something like that.
Colin Khaki Pants.
He wasn't this seriously.
Hello! Oh, Colin's in the studio.
No, he's not. What was that?
Colin.
What on earth was that?
It's Colin.
No, it sounds like Orville.
Underneath your
We've
desk.
been through this many times. You've got to stop telling people. Right, 3 times in my life,
Yeah.
I've accidentally had mistakes downstairs.
Right.
And you've definitely had mistakes.
Is that what you call it? Having your steaks?
We've never...
Mummy, I've had my steaks again.
Don't make me tell people about the mirror.
You've already told people. People have been told twice.
No.
Yeah?
No. Don't... The cinema?
No. No.
See, there you go.
Oh,
Stop.
God, I hate
Yeah, well, stop telling people about me pooing myself.
Cinema.
Stop it. He doesn't mean it. No, I shouldn't have said that. All right.
No, he shouldn't have said it.
But what you should not do is tell listeners that
All right, then.
All right?
Just take
So
once and for all, Russell only has soiled himself 3 times as an adult.
Thank you.
Which I think in your mid-20s is pretty much the average.
Thank you. A little bit of respect. Thanks, John.
Well, let's use this as a trail for our new feature, which is things that have wound you up during the week.
What are we going to call it?
Let's call it Mountain Maker. All about making mountains out of molehills.
Okay, yeah. Basically, this is, as John just described, the tiny little things that have really got your goat, and they've led you onto a rampage of ranting. So you can text us in 64046 or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk with all the tiny things in life that sometimes really annoy you. John, what's been getting your goat?
Oh.
What have you made a mountain out of?
Bread.
Really?
I've had enough, right? You know when you're making your sandwiches?
Did you hear that, Kingsmill? He's coming for you.
Oh,
that's a shame. You'd have been great on the Hovis advert. Nah. Oh, no. Oh, God, I've got me cock on that cold bike.
That advert winds me up as well, for a start.
Because you're not in it, you live it.
That's me, that's my life.
The 2 randy old biddies walking across the mountain, and he pretends he still makes it. Do you still make that lovely milk bread? Oh no, it's all done by machine. and then they go off reminiscing about all the bakers that they've had sex with.
Yeah. I think you've slightly misconstrued the advert.
No, that's what happens.
Yeah, they don't go on about all the bakers they've had sex with.
They do. They
Yeah,
kind
very
of wander off going, oh, didn't he have big hands?
Oh, what are you talking about? What advert is this?
Mate. The one where they're rambling, they bump into Warburton and his dog.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah, they bump into the dog, and it's a brief chat, and then you're left with a sort of
The line is, he goes, and she goes, oh, it'll all be done with machines, not like our day when men did stuff with their hands. And then they all, like,
yeah, as in they
touch
say,
each other up, and then they're on the
they
grass.
don't. No, you've misinterpreted this entirely. What happened?
Have you not seen the unedited one?
I haven't.
After 11 o'clock?
I'm bowing out.
Oh, it's filth.
We'll get that in you.
I'll give you excess yeast.
Yeah, I'll put that in the bread bin. What are you talking about, man?
Anyway, bread.
Yep.
What wound me? This was last night. This is when I thought of this feature, because
Flipping
I'm a
heck.
man who gets wound up about small things, but I think you should do.
Yeah, you
I
got
think you should
you
do.
got to shout out.
I'm making my sandwiches last night.
Yeah,
right?
which I've seen this morning, and may I say they're the cutest thing I've ever seen. I don't know if you've ever seen a grown man bringing a packed lunch. Fantastic.
I'm going on holiday.
Doesn't he get cross when you sit near it?
I'm going on holiday today after the show, so I had to use up what was in my fridge.
Yeah.
So I thought I'll make some bacon and brie sandwiches.
Oh.
I've gone to get my bread out, and it's one of them loaves.
You can't say it like that, because that sounds like some really earthy porn.
Right.
Get your bread out, hey.
Dip your bread.
Shove it your waffles.
I've gone to get my bread out.
Dun, dun,
I've got
dun.
to the middle of the loaf, and it's one of them loaves that's got a massive hole right in the middle where there's an air pocket in the yeast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a loaf of bread, is it? A slice of bread is a solid object, and if it's got a hole in it, I mean, it's bad enough when you're making sandwiches.
Yep.
But when you're making toast,
Oh, John.
then you've got margarine dribbling through onto your hands. Do you try and scrape round it with a margarine?
Just get rid, start again.
Get rid. Bread is like people. It needs
Yeah.
to be kneaded, otherwise it's got holes inside it.
Yep.
Yeah, ends with a philosophical point, ladies and gentlemen.
I'd argue that doesn't really happen very often, though.
Oh, it does.
No, it doesn't. I can't.
Not a day goes by without me opening a loaf and there's
Lies.
a big air pocket in
Well,
the
get
top
a bit.
of it.
Your problem lies there with your bread. Who are you getting it from?
That was Hovis wheat germ.
There you go. Just get a plain. Get yourself a thick toasty from.
White processed
yeah,
bread. Why
yeah.
don't I just eat some salt and flour and have done with it and rennet?
There's not going to be holes in it, is there?
There'll be holes inside you.
What?
Yeah,
What kind of
holes.
threat is that? I'm trying to help you out with sandwiches, and you're going to puncture me.
I didn't mean me. I mean like the chemicals and that. Bread's bad for you. You shouldn't eat too much bread anyway. So
Well,
I
then
suppose
luckily
on
you've got a hole
reflection,
in
I
it.
should be glad of the hole.
Absolutely.
You should just buy a bag of holes.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's what's wound John up this week. Let's see if we can find out what's wound you lot up. Seems he won't ask me. Hi, Russell and John. You don't do
well, I
this.
did this
It's
out
nice.
for the
Good radio.
podcast,
Good
and
radio.
that's bread. What wound you up this week, Russell?
Not being asked. Not being asked. Never mind. Hello, Russell and John. This has really angered me this week. Tractors, which are hell-bent on making me late all the time. Love Jenny in bed in the Forest of Dean. That really winds me up as well. Do you reckon?
Yeah.
It used to be annoying. I used to drive to the RAC and you'd be on a tractor. Oh, there's nothing you can do. But
Should
now...
drive to the RAC. You've got that the wrong way around.
Oh, no, I used to work there, didn't I? But now, it's that thing of every time you're behind a tractor now, you can't help but think of that. I'm Luke, I'm 5, and my dad's Bruce Lee.
I can. I'm too busy thinking, why are you on the road at 5 o'clock in the evening? Surely if you're driving a tractor along the main A46 from the M4 to Bath, there's only one road.
Yeah,
You can't get on it.
But you
got
got to pull over. You have to pull over.
He didn't, and he had his top off.
Did he?
Yeah.
You can't find him for that, John.
I can.
Well, how long were you
I had
looking...
my hat.
How long were you looking at him for? You weren't in your car, you were on your skateboard, like in Back to the Future, with walkie-talkies. Is that Lee? Is that Lee? Is that my mate Lee from your childhood? He's got his top off. Yeah.
It's my mate Lee's birthday today.
Is
Happy
it?
birthday,
Happy
Lee.
birthday,
25
Lee.
years old
How's
today.
how's the Christian wrestling going, Lee? Is it well?
That's Sheldon.
Is it? My apologies.
Lee runs a can factory in Carlisle.
Lovely. Something that annoys Tasha in Rosendale when her dog slashes on her carpet and she stands out in the morning barefoot. Oh, that's really annoying.
That'll teach you not buy slippers.
Absolutely.
Get some slippers.
Or just house train your dog. Hello, I will tell you what really wound me up. I was queuing to get into the Backyard Comedy Club and there was a woman behind me who practically stood on top of me even though there was loads of space. She did it each time we moved forward. So I gave her a bit of an elbow every now and then. Teacher who's boss. Love to your mothers. One kiss. Nice.
I hate that. Getting sodomised by the person behind you in the queue as if they're going to get served any quicker.
But you can't do anything about it. Do you complain?
You can top.
You can tut, but that will not help in a fight situation, will it? It's not, you can't tut. If you're a mum, you can tut, and it looks powerful. As a young man, isn't big enough. I'll tell you what. Yesterday, flipping it. This isn't what got my goat. It just reminded me. I was walking along Finsbury Park way because I met my brother, Fireworks went off from nowhere just as a car was going past me really slowly. I thought it was a drive-by. Honestly, I absolutely... And the movement I did, I don't understand why I did it, but I went like that. I kind of... As if I was pushing down two...
As if you were playing the keyboard and you were hitting
yeah,
chords.
I genuinely went, yeah, like that. And the noise, yeah. And then there were loads of really kind of you know, quite good, cool girls behind me going, yeah, look at that. He thought he was going to get shot, didn't he? And I wanted to turn around and go, yes, but all I had in me was...
Well, I've got something to live for.
Yeah, I was terrible. And then it happened again. There was another bang and I felt myself go. It's a horrible moment. The thing that gets my
got banged twice in Finsbury Park.
That will happen. I was watching The Bourne Identity, right? And the thing that really winds me up, you know when you're watching films, there's a bit when they're driving in a Mini, right? And she turns to him and they have a conversation. And honestly, I turned into you. It was just this unbelievable thing. I found myself counting, like going 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds. No way, you're dying. There's
Eyes
no
on
way.
the road. Eyes on the road.
But it just really winds you up. You're sort of watching on and they're just, and they're having like this long chat. So what do you think about Sartre? Do you enjoy that? What? Just, how can you do that? And then you kind of go, much better if you could drive like that. And then you drift off into, you know, things like autopilots and stuff like that. When's that going to be invented? When you can genuinely just take me where I want to go, car?
Never.
It will happen. It'll be fantastic. Tell you what I've been watching of late. Dog the Bounty Hunter. Incredible. He's a vigilante, right? He's got long blonde hair. He's got a wife with unfeasibly large breasts. And they just wander around. And he's got scars all over his face. And he hunts down men. He finds them. Brings them back to justice.
Fictional.
No, real. He drives around in a Jeep. And he's called Dog. He's a bounty hunter. Fantastic telly. Bravo.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, it's very good.
I've been getting into Heroes this week.
Oh, I hear that's fantastic.
It's good. It's up and down. It's up and down.
Really?
Yeah.
But aren't heroes in many ways? You know, kind of the... you know, maybe that's the point.
You said that. You worded that very odd. It was a good sentence, but then you put the emphasis in the wrong place.
That's why you be
Aren't heroes in many ways?
But
what? Hang on.
I very often don't know what I'm going to say at the end of the sentence.
Yeah, very done. I had cheese for breakfast.
You'd be a dreadful teacher, wouldn't you? A very good point, but you've made it entirely wrong. Now sit outside.
I would be a terrible teacher. Yeah,
you would. I'd be a cracking teacher.
I'm very bad at...
Go on, everyone on the desks. Come on, everyone on the desks. Yeah. What are we doing? We're doing the aeroplane. Yeah. What are we learning? Yeah. It's good, isn't it? Yeah. Get down. We want to learn about geography.
You're going to have to stay out of the sandpit for a bit.
Mr. Howard,
something happened, but I've called in the cleaners.
John was sounding off about bread earlier, and his friend Lee has texted in.
I'll lay it down.
He says, I got my present from John today. He got me, because it was his birthday, he got me 10 Hovis wheat germ loaves, but now he said about the air pockets, he's ruined my birthday. Someone else here, Sheena in Kent's gone absolutely mad, right? She says, I eat Hovis wheat germ, and I've never had an air pocket. Do you hear me? Never, capitals. You liar. Spelled incorrectly, but I've done that. I think you've had some bad experience with a bread in your past, and you need to move on. You need to learn to trust again, Sheena and Kent.
No, bread, along with all women, has let me down for the last time.
Yeah.
No more bread, no more women.
See, why does my brain think like that? Now I want to dress up as a big bready lady and kind of arrive at your house.
A big bready lady?
Like you know, cover someone in bread and get them to fall in love with you.
Yeah,
then
good luck getting past the armed ducks I have on my front door.
Armed ducks?
Yeah. They're there to protect me from assailants dressed as bread.
Reginald and Perry. Your two fellas. This is what someone's been annoyed by. See if this annoys you, John. The thousands of crimes committed every year by young children.
Oh, I heard about this on the news this morning.
Well, this is very different. Last week I was mugged and assaulted in a most improper manner by a 4-year-old at the point of one of those knives used to cut plasticine. I was certain I would die, but was wrong. The vision of a baby Gap shoe pressed my face into the gutter will stay with me forever, haunting my nights and filling my days with terror. Regards, Dave Porteous, aged 27 and a quarter. I think that may be satirical.
No, I see. He's taking the mickey out of the news.
Yes,
there's news this morning about kids and crime.
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
Difficult, though, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. The number of people who are going to open the papers today and just say, I've forgotten the word. What is it when you send them to army?
Oh, yeah, national service.
National service.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. National service absolutely did me no harm at all. It's ridiculous. The last thing you need to do is give a hormonally charged young man a gun. I would argue that's not going to be a good thing. If I'd have had
Give him broadband.
If I'd have had, yeah, exactly. It would be like last week with, That's a fair point, isn't it? That would calm everyone down.
Oh, no, it wouldn't.
You can't get angry if you're touching yourself.
Oh.
I mean, it's a radical theory. That's why you don't see me on Newsnight. But you know.
Is that why they don't see you on Newsnight?
Imagine that. That'd be great. I know how to calm the kids down. I'm going to give them pornography. Get him out of here. No. But,
No, it's like looking at stuff you can't get, though, isn't it? It's like the Argos catalogue when you're poor.
That's an interesting comparison you've made there.
Yeah.
To lurid websites and the Argos. Oh, look at her Norks. Christ. Oh, my God, that's like a steamer I'll never own.
Argos and pornography are very similar.
Go on.
Gangbanger number 4, please. And then, you get your little ticket and you go off and...
I haven't been to a gangbang, but I'm fairly sure there isn't any etiquette.
There are them little ticket things you get at, like, rotisseries and stuff.
I don't think they're doing like that.
Number 53!
No,
yes, please.
You're thinking of the meat counter at Tesco, my friend.
Oh.
That's why you don't get... Well, neither of us get invited to gangbangs.
Bad stuff.
Imagine that. Oh, my God. Just you at an orgy. Right, everybody in orderly fashion. Well, no,
you've got to have a line.
No, but you don't. It's not a conga.
Yeah, but there's got to be a queue, hasn't there?
No, there doesn't.
If you get there first, as it were.
Oh, my God.
Then,
you'd be the only man in the world to get angry. Hey, don't push in. That's mine.
You don't want someone pushing you at an orgy. That is the last place you want someone too close behind you.
You'll just be sat in your...
Have a queue. You have to have a hula hoop on when you get in to stop any physical contact.
Right.
You don't want germs and bacteria getting spread.
Right.
And then just pat her on the back and off you go.
Pat her on the back. There we go. Pat her on the back.
Oh, sorry. That was a noise I didn't make to wake.
That's okay. Well, there you go.
Listening to you two fight is like hearing your parents argue when you're a kid. It makes me feel bejangled. Can't you just get along like Adam and Joe, Sarah X?
We get on very well. But
Shut up.
But the thing is, where our parents arguing about gangbang etiquette. That's a very weird family.
I met your father.
You made an absolute fool of me in front of the Joneses. Well, you shouldn't have been acting like that. If I want to dress up as a hound, I'll dress up like a hound. Oh, dear. I'd hate it at an orgy. Horrible.
An orge, you see.
Because it is that...
As soon as you're using an abbreviated term for it, then you're obviously frequenting them fairly often.
No,
I can't use the full term. It takes me too long. I spend that long referring to orgies. I've had to abbreviate to orge, otherwise you get nothing else done.
You'd be sat there going, oh, this is a bit... What if you didn't get on with anyone after a while? After all the carnal, things...
Get on?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like,
get on? How much small talk do you imagine is going on?
Well, you can't just,
You like jammy dodgers too? This is all less embarrassing now. No, don't worry, just wipe it off and carry on.
But that isn't small talk, is it? Asking about biscuits, man. No wonder you haven't been with a woman for ages.
All right.
Do you like jammy dodgers?
Yeah.
Kind of absurd, like...
Hey,
don't you find it annoying when bread's got a hole in it? Get out of me. This is from, she hasn't put her name. She says, what really annoys me is when your pen runs out in the middle of something important. My friend was going to write the most revolutionary novel ever and her pen ran out. There you go, that's always a bugbear.
Oh, you will. That'd be a bugger, wouldn't it?
Oh.
I leave all my money to... pen's run out. Dead! Oh, what was he going to write? Probably his cat. Another woman did that this week, left all her money to a cat.
Oh, that drove me insane. I got it. No.
Pack it in.
I got it here, mate. I got the story.
I got it.
It wasn't a cat, it was a dog.
Right.
A dog called
not so bad, then.
Trouble. Here it is. A billionaire has left $6 million in her will to her dog. Incredible. Hotel magnate Leona Hemsley, who's died in New York, aged 87, notoriously spoiled her bitch, Trouble. Leona, dubbed the Queen of Mean, she's left some relatives seething after leaving them nothing. Left it all to the hound. Unbelievable.
How do you get that much money and not...
If you're a dog. But listen to this, I've got some incredible...
The law has to take a precedent there, doesn't it? And
this is going to drop...
submit your will, just go...
No, you're not having that, yeah.
No, we're going to reallocate that to a charity.
Because that's a dog.
Yeah.
But you could just kill the dog and then spread the money, like sort of Robin Hood.
Yeah, but who's the dog left it to? One of its fleas, and then it's all paperwork then, innit? And then the government's getting the money, inheritance tax.
What happens if let's say that dog has an accident, know what I mean? And
like you do, or like
an actual accident, like I sneak in and throttle it.
Kill it?
Yeah, I'll kill the dog.
Right.
Where does the money go?
Probably not to you.
But the government...
That would be weird if you killed a stranger's dog and it turned out the dog had written a will leaving it to Russell Howard. He just loves what you do on Mock the Week and he's just left you all the money.
But what if the dog is just sort of like swimming around like in what's that programme? Duck Killer?
Dog Swimmers.
No, what's that programme? The cartoon from ages ago. He's got all the money.
That's it, you click at me. That always makes me remember stuff.
I hate it.
What's it called? Woo.
My brain does that. It's so annoying when you're looking up to your brain going, help me. Got nothing for you, mate.
A dog swimming?
No, it was a cartoon from ages ago where he's swimming around in the gold.
Oh, DuckTales.
DuckTales, that's it. Maybe the dog's around like that. Listen, this is going to drive you insane, right? The Maltese Terrier, Trouble, refused to eat from a bowl and staff had to feed her by hand, which often led to nasty nips. Kill it. Employees said Helmsley would even disrupt service in the kitchen of her Park Lane hotel where she lived by insisting that the chef drop what he was doing to make gourmet meals for Trouble. In 2000, the spoiled mutt nipped a diner in the restaurant. Helmsley told her victim, I guess Trouble doesn't like you.
She used to reward the dog when it used to bite people.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you know that?
I read it into papers.
Oh, really?
I read all the papers.
That sounds like a Daily Mail story, though, doesn't it? They've really overrated that. And I heard once that she had a man killed because the dog looked at him funny.
Yeah, but the government wanted to get it put away because it nipped an asylum seeker. Well, that's political correctness gone mad.
Exactly.
Russell and John, hello from Sydney.
Sup.
Sub?
Sup.
Oh, right, sup. All right, then. And that's Sydney, Australia, by the way, not someone called Sydney.
Oh,
Sex it up a bit. You're lucky you're just starting your Sunday while I'm ending mine. I hate it when people cut their nails on the train. I can't even believe people would do that. It seems to happen on my train quite a bit recently, and it is mildly irritating. It's not mildly irritating.
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
What it is, it's...
That's proper rank, that.
What it is poor, because, you know, from time to time, I like to get me sock out and do my magic thing.
Not on the train.
Only when no one's looking, mate.
Oh, God.
And I go
do you want to tell people what that means?
And I go into the toilet and do it, so I don't do it where everyone's going to be. But only
he
when
takes his sock off and he rubs it up and down between his toes, and athlete's foot sprays down onto the floor.
Yeah.
That's your sock
That's
thing,
my sock thing, but I wouldn't do it in front of people.
No.
Because I'm aware that it's hideous.
Yeah, cutting your nails on the train. Oh.
But it's just the arrogancy you think that's fine. You know, like Adam, tell us that story that you were saying. You saw some bloke in a hot tub shaving himself.
You said I ain't got near that until it's shaved.
In a gym.
In a gym.
And a guy came in with a razor, and I said, you're not going to use that in here, are you? And he was assuming he could just have a shave.
Oh, that's wrong, that.
Skin.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I went for a wet shave the other day. Did you?
Of course I did.
You reported him to
You
the shave
reported
police.
him. Where'd you keep your badge in a sauna?
Yeah, exactly. Freeze! Oh, Christ, it's the shave police.
Hudson, Gillette police. Get out.
The best a man can get, Hudson.
Smooth operator.
Lovely, these could go on for ages. I had a wet shave the other day.
Did you?
Terrifying.
Right.
They did that thing.
Is that like a wet dream?
No, it's not in any way like a wet dream. Doesn't involve a Turkish man or a seat. Is it?
Unlike your wet dreams.
Oh, what are you talking about? I've just said it doesn't involve those things.
Yeah, implying that those aren't present. Oh dear. What? Oh dear. Tell people about your wet shave.
Yeah, all right. This is horrible. Have you ever had anything? We invited you.
Yeah.
Al Pitcher coming on later. We went for a wet shave. If anyone at home's ever had it, horrible, because you think it's going to be great. It's just terrifying. What are you laughing at?
I just had a text in.
What's
the
it say?
word bogling in it.
Really? Well,
Always
read
makes
that
me
out.
laugh. Well, it's used out of context. What annoys me? What annoys me is when you perform a bowel motion, and no matter how much squeezing, bogling and winding, there's still some in there. Party Pete Gordon. I mean, that's rank. I'd rather not have read that. But
it's quite nice to hear the phrase, I've just been for a bogle. And then we'll go, oh, really, dancing? Not really. Right, let's...
do the noise to tease me into talking about it, don't you? Tell everyone what you just said.
And we're also joined by Mark Lawrence.
That's what I said.
The early ones are the best ones.
Mark Lawrence, that's a clip from him yesterday. We were just talking about something quite seedy.
Boys don't want seeds. The last
well,
thing
you have to explain what we're talking about. We can't really get into it. You know?
Suffice to say, you said that you'd like it.
I'll tell you what, if we were in, I don't know, in a lift late at night, we could probably mention it, but there's lots of people listening.
Yeah.
Including kids and children.
Yeah.
But
it's not a board game.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of is. You know,
We've had a text in from Russell saying I play a game called Sherbet Whoopsies, and that's basically, if you've got any idea, you'll work out what that means.
Yeah.
Let's end this irritation thing and then move on to board games.
Okay.
I have the last one from Flickin' Chorley. He's a regular listener to the show. Hi, John and Ross.
Yeah.
I work in Subway.
Yeah.
You know, they've lost an O there, but I'm sure they'll find it later in someone's sandwich. And I've lost count of the number of times I've wanted to slap someone for saying, do you know, I've lost all love of that text message. I like what they were saying, but just too many words missing.
Well, you can't do that. Read it out again.
You read it. You're down with the kids.
Yeah.
I'm down with the Roger.
Which one is it? What really bugs me is how oh no. Which one is
the
it?
one from Subway.
All right. Hi, John and Russ. I work in Subway and I've lost count of the number of times I've wanted to slap someone for saying the J in jalapeno. Sad but true. Love to your mothers, Flick and Chorley. That easy.
Well read.
There you go. Right, text us on 64046 or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk with your board games. What have we... I want to tell them. God, I hate it when you can't talk.
Move on.
Let's move on to board games. What are board games, Russell?
They're the kind of things you do when you're really bored. Say if you're in a really loving relationship and you decided to try something new and both of you were fine with it.
Why would you, though?
Because it would be a bit of fun.
You don't like cocaine and you don't like things up your backside, so just leave.
I don't know that I don't. That's my point. I haven't tried either.
I'm fairly sure that you won't like it.
Well, let's prove it. You go out there and get some,
Hi, Russell and John. When my friends and I are bored at school, we play a game that doesn't have a name and involves getting people to say stupid things.
Is it called Drug Ring?
No. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah. Very good. It works best when you're at a party.
Yeah.
I believe it's called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It works best when you're at a party or at work or school. What you have to do is choose a victim from anyone else you're with. If you're at school or work, it's best with the teacher or the boss.
Choose your mate Augustus Gloop.
Each person has a different word or phrase that they have to get the victim to say, and the first person to get them to say their phrase without saying it themselves is the winner. A good thing to do is choose a victim who's foreign, as they are more gullible, proven by the fact...
Oh, my God. Where's that email from? Jesus.
This is from Adolf.
Select a foreigner as they're more gullible.
A good thing... this is proven, she says, by the fact I got my Austrian-German teacher to say, do the Macarena, by pretending it was a cool thing to say in England.
So that's what people are doing at school these days, mocking foreigners.
Yeah, no wonder GCSE grades are going up.
Yeah.
Teachers are high.
Hang on a minute, I've just figured out there's a camera. Is that... What's that? That's sellotape. Oh, no. That's why my space shuttle never worked.
Is it? Well, I'm being watched by spies. Or is it sellotape? I worked out last night. I had 3 paparazzis in my room. Turned out they were biros.
We got Pap the other day, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah, walking out of here. That bloke came up to us.
You say us?
Yeah.
We walked out. I was carrying your bags.
No, you weren't.
I was carrying your bags.
Yeah, that looked awkward.
And your suitcase.
Oh, yeah.
And he comes over, can I have a picture with you?
Oh, that looks awkward now. You look like my little boy. Which you're not.
Pretty much what I am.
Oh, don't talk right. Don't play the underdog. Then it starts. It starts it all up again. We're a duo.
Yeah, high five.
Yeah, exactly. Come here.
I can't reach without going off mic.
Turn around.
Oh, he fizzes.
Yeah.
Rock out with your cock out. Someone's texted him.
Well,
that's from Silly Wabbit, a Guardian reader who's let himself go.
I love that. I love the idea that somebody's just they've got bored with reading about, I don't know, wildlife pullouts or something like that, and they've gone, yes, I will, text saying.
Yeah. Hi guys.
You ever done that? You ever rocked out with your,
I've never rocked out. And I've only twice had my cock out, and that was to go for a wee.
Only been for a wee twice?
Yeah.
You don't want to risk. Once you're getting it out regular, then that turns into something then, doesn't it? Before you know it, you're in a relationship, and it's a slippery slope.
How about... That would be great. That was... You know that amazing toilet we were going to make ages ago? You know that amazing toilet we were going to make ages ago? Every time you go for a slash, you should be able to pop on, like, a heavy metal theme tune. And then, actually, that makes no sense, because it would go everywhere. But then you're rocking out with your,
Yeah?
your thing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can't really cheer when
What songs are you going to have on while you're having a slash?
I don't know.
Jump.
Da 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 da. I've got the power. Be good to do it to that. Anyways,
I've got the poison. I've got the remedy.
What?
I used to call it my poison.
Did you?
That didn't go down well at nightclubs.
No, I imagine. What?
Do you want to make the poison? It's alright, I got the remedy. What? Have I created this silence?
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, sorry.
With the phrase, that didn't go down well at nightclubs.
I used to go clubbing.
What?
Come on, you know.
Oh, my Lord.
You've got a habit. You're the reason we've got infrared UV lights in toilets. Hi, guys. You've told us about your demons, but what would your Patronus be? Love to your mothers. Louise in Suffolk.
Yours would be like a huge MFI that would just appear, wouldn't it, in front of people?
An MFI?
Yeah, like with cupboards and
I'm having a big
and
dog, like a wolfhound or St Bernard. I'm having a St Bernard.
Yeah,
and then I can have the whiskey.
a drunk St Bernard
Yeah.
that you'll have carved the words love into.
A Patronus is off Harry Potter.
Yeah,
It's when evil things attack, you get your wand out. And then...
and you go, you want like the poison?
It's a bit odd, that, isn't it, I suppose?
What?
It's a bit phallic. Patronus, I assume that comes from the Latin for father. Somewhere.
All right, I don't know any Latin.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, carpes diem.
Carpes diem. Fish every day.
What's the...
Carpe diem.
That's it, carpe diem.
Omega-3 in Terra packs. Board games, have you got any?
Yeah, I got one. It's called Bangkok. This game is quite disgusting and very childish. Thought it'd be right up your street. Bangkok. Game between two players. Male players but work best. All you need is a shoe, which you fill with Coke cans and sellotape up. It might be cameras. The two players sit opposite ends of the room with legs wide open. Each player then takes it a turn to launch the shoe filled with the Coke cans at the opposite player's private area. The winner is the last one sitting. Enjoy. Tom, Oxford. I got 10 minutes. Fancy go on that?
No. What's the point of that game?
I think it's like a sort of a Jackass kind of game. So you're throwing basically a brick at one another's genitals until you squeal with pain and run away.
Right. Well, last week we did the boner game.
Yep.
Remember that? We've had some feedback on that.
Okay.
Pete Corser, as I shouldn't have read out his surname. Pete from Oldbury. Edit that out for the podcast.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Soz Pete. Cursed that game, he says. I thought it sounded very funny on the podcast, so last night I went out with a friend and said I'd heard about this funny game on your show. I started to explain it to him. About 10 seconds in, I started to imagine what this must sound like to him. An apparently straight friend suggesting that we both go and get erections. It was beginning to dawn on me how badly I had misjudged this situation. However, it was too late to bail out. I finished describing it feebly and continued driving. There was silence for a few seconds before my friend asked if I was asking to play it with him. I said, no, just thought it was funny, that's all. We were going to the cinema, and I imagine he was thinking, blank me, I'm going to the cinema with Gerald Sinstadt. Love to your mothers, Pete from Oldbury.
That's terrific. Why would you select to bring that up whilst driving?
Yeah.
That's just great. Hey, I tell you what's a fun game. Go on. It's just a little idea I heard on radio the other day.
Pointless playing it on the tube.
Yeah.
You get one anyway, don't you? Hello,
Probably
Russell
time
and
for
John.
a song on that note, John.
Is it?
Yeah.
I got one more about the boner game.
Okay, far away.
No.
No, do it.
No, it's fine.
Do it and then we'll do a song. Go on.
This is from Rhiannon. I love the show and has thought he'd tell you about this board game, not one of my own, but being a girl, I can't play it. It's like the boner game, but they call it weightlifting. Basically.
Oh, God.
Should we?
Yeah, go on.
No.
No, we all want to know, but we don't want to know. Go
on. They used to get stuff out of their pencil cases and put it on their... and then...
Put on their what?
Their penises. And then to lift up the heaviest thing. But it's better than arm wrestling, isn't it?
Get out. Now, we've been trying to find something out. We had a really good text from Colin who repeated exactly what I'd said, because in the news, what were they trying to find out about?
Get them flies.
What was it to do with?
Amy Winehouse.
Basically,
Inside story on the Mercuries.
that was on the Mercury Music Awards.
Mercuries.
Mercuries. I said that weird.
You heard it here first on Six Music.
And whoever said it, they basically just went, yeah, we'll get you the skinny on that. And I found myself going, what does that mean? And Colin said exactly right. As I'm old but pretend not to be,
Do
please.
it in his voice.
As I'm old but pretend not to be, please explain what get the skinny means and its etymology. Thanks. Hovis holes, irritatingly common, Colin says. I presume that's Colin Dumfries.
Yeah. It could be Colin from Wales, though. In which case, it would have sounded like this.
I don't know what it means, though. What does it mean?
I don't know.
The skinny. Have we found out?
She doesn't know. She reckons it's from the ghettos of Wigan.
From the ghettos of Wigan? I'll get skinny.
Yeah.
Oh, it says like an informant, a really thin informant in the Wigan area.
Ain't no one in Wigan saying that. I'll get skinny. That's where they eat all pies, isn't it? It's where they eat all pies and that. That's the most northern thing I've ever said on the radio. It's where they eat all pies.
There was a board game similar to that you can maybe play in Wigan, according to John. Somebody here says, when shopping in Gloucester, I play fat or pregnant. It's fairly self-explanatory, but also fun, and can be played anywhere. Jenny, still in bed in Forest. It's a lady that said that. It's absolutely fine.
Do you have to go up and clarify, though?
It's good. Yeah, that's awkward, isn't it?
It's going to backfire,
You
isn't
fat or pregnant? Bit of both.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. Well, there is, actually. I watched...
No,
I watched...
I watched Pregnant But Made of Jam.
No, I watched Knocked Up the other day. There is there's a full-on scene in that. You don't ever want to see that, Fogel. Knock your head off. There's a new film out that's got, one of those classic kind of, American teen films where there's a fat kid, there's a dweeb, and there's a nerd, and he's called Fogel, and I'm sat opposite him.
Yeah, he calls me Fogel.
There's a nerd in a new film.
Yeah, he's
Who looks-
and he wears like pants and gloves.
He looks just like John. It's brilliant. He's called Fogel. And there's adverts for it at the minute. Every time I see it, I wonder and go, all right, John.
Yeah.
There's a new film coming out in the summer called Mr. Squits, and then it all gets even.
Right, that's it.
Oh, you're doing it again.
Somebody here says, whenever I complain about something she's done, my girlfriend mocks me using John's voice.
Right, I
Oh,
imagine
it's-
that's very erotic.
Yeah, I can well imagine.
Yeah. Oh, why did I marry you?
Here's board games.
We
Great.
oh, sorry.
on.
I just remembered we were supposed to say, well done. Someone who sent us an actual letter.
Oh,
A
yeah.
real life letter written by hand saying,
Yeah.
can you tell my mates well done for getting married? But
Yeah,
they
yeah.
sent it while we were in Edinburgh. So
Yeah, I
they're
know.
probably divorced now.
Yes. Somebody was writing to us on behalf of her friend Emma Wright, who's marrying her other friend Andrew Serrard. I think we got that wrong. It was this Saturday. It was the 28th of July. So many happy,
Returns.
yeah.
Russell, we've just had a text.
Oh, really?
It's come flying in. It's calling in the police here. I can't claim responsibility for that there text message.
Oh, really?
We've got a new Colin.
Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
we need to have a war of the Collins. We can only have one listener called Colin.
That sounds like the most middle-class rap battle ever. The War of the Collins! Yeah. I don't like your sweater.
Yeah? I seen you in the library. You got late fines. Booyah!
Yep, and all other things that are basically racist. Board game.
Come to the live gig.
Me and... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, oh, exactly, that's the
We're
snag.
going to start doing them, aren't we?
We're doing a live gig, yeah. We're going to do it at the Arts Theatre in Leicester Square, where basically me and John are going to sound off about things we can't talk about on radio because there's kids listening. Damn you. It's specifically you. You lot love it. It's your parents. Get them out of the room so we can cuss off and that. Know what I mean? Board games.
Not me.
Me, I should say this as well. I'm only saying that to be kind of mock laddish. My friend Daniel's moving out of his house. Daniel Kitson.
Oh, yeah.
And he's very upset, and he's having a bit of a kind of soiree later on.
He should be in a better house than that, though, shouldn't
Stop it, mate.
he? Sorry.
His house is lovely. We had some fantastic moments here. Great times. So we should really play a song for him later on. Boy with a Coin, Iron and Wine. He can have that. It's not really a request, but, it's probably about moving out. Board games. Me and my mates used to play Swap the Trousers. Christ, where we bounce on a trampoline until the adjudicator yells go, and we all have to take our trousers off and pass them on whilst bouncing. Entirely brilliant and comic. Love Hannah in Scotland. Nah, too much jangling. There's no way I'm playing Swap the Trousers with you. Your trousers are tight. I'm going to look like a buffoon trying to put your slim hip trousers on.
Slim hip.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Nothing to
Yeah,
you.
you!
Nothing to you. Yeah, over there.
Hey, pal.
This is another game called... this is really weird, but I quite like this. My board game involves going out with my air rifle looking for super rats. Before people complain, I'm not going to kill it. I'm just going to stun it, then something it. From Party Pete. I like him.
Right.
Apparently that's what Ross Noble used to do many moons ago. There's a really great story. Ed Byrne came home. when
name drop, name drop.
No, it's a really funny story. It's a funny story.
I said Ross didn't tell me this himself. It was actually Tom Cruise told me.
That's quite a famous story. It's quite a famous story from the circuit. If you'd know about that, if you'd have spent some time on it instead of just going boom straight
Yeah, well,
away.
I've only been doing 4 years.
Exactly. Anyways, right.
So anyway, you were chatting to King Ralph.
No. King Ralph. Somebody watched that yesterday, didn't they? King Ralph is pretty much my life. Now, that was a lovely laugh. That was an old man laugh.
Oh.
Now,
Next time you
shh.
two come to Scotland, we can have the Colin face-off.
Lovely. Right, now.
Don't wait, take your face off, Colin. You keep your face, pal. You need that for going down gateways.
Good news from Swindon.
Oh, it's all happening in Swindon.
Right.
I'll be quiet now.
There's a really cool story. Ed Byrne came home and found Ross with those kind of infrared glasses on, with loads of KFC buckets around. And he had a gun, an infrared gun, and he was waiting for rats to come near him so he could shoot them. And he'd been doing that for 2 days.
Right.
So, it could be worse.
Ratoon.
I could have been a worse flatmate. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, we've had a really great email in that says, it's from Nathan Belmont. He says, I'm moving in halls today, and I'm a nerd, and I don't drink or like clubbing, so I don't want to go. Now, this is a uni thing, isn't it? We can help him with this.
How?
Well, because I don't drink, and I don't really like
You
clubbing.
did at uni, though, didn't you?
A little bit, but not massively. I was
Walking up
terrified.
outside Pona Nose, all sick down yourself.
Yeah, well, that may happen, Nathan, but the thing is, it's a really scary time, isn't it, when you kind of sat there that first day going, well, this is it then, this is what I've been working for, and you sat in your little room. I remember the first night, I was crying my eyes out, horrible. And I was living with one of the wardens as well, which is the worst thing to happen. And he said that, I've told you about this before. When
Didn't know you were on E-wing.
No, it was really horrible. This weird bloke called Kim, he used to live in the, he was in the Navy for like 30 years. He was properly scary, and he was doing an IT course now. And his opening bit to me, he went, yeah, if there was a World Cup for shagging, me and the partner have made the semi-finals. Well, right, fair enough. And he handed me a can of cider. Horrible. But what I did at university was just go to comedy clubs. Brilliant. That's how I got through uni, just doing gigs and going to
Just
watch.
drop out if you're not enjoying it.
Yeah,
Give it a go.
Not on the
for a
first
year.
day, but to be honest, you'll meet some amazing people and you have a fantastic time.
You
It's
probably
scary.
won't meet some amazing
You will.
people.
Most people do. Most people make, like, you know, my brother still mates with all his uni friends.
Right.
Fantastic times. They are.
Talking to the wrong guy. You tackle this one.
No, but you had fun up until the moment when you went, that's enough for me, and you want to do something else, and you did it.
I've hated the person I've become. Drinking a lot, not doing any work.
Yeah.
Time to drop out.
You hate the precursor you
Depressed
become.
for a year. Ah, shut up!
There's nothing wrong with it.
Hey, shut up!
But I was just trying to help him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll be alright, mate. You'll have fun. Your mum will cry and that'll set you off. Tell you that now.
My mum didn't cry.
Do you not?
No, she
When you get that smell out of the carpet.
jumping up and down.
I've done another one, sorry. Oh, John, stop being so harsh to Paul Russell. I'm sure he doesn't soil himself as often as you say. Give him a break. Love, Claire. Three kisses.
I don't actually. This is absolute rubbish. Party Pete says, thanks for saying you like me, Russell. All the other inmates on the sex offenders wing are banging on the pipes with spoons to congratulate me.
Ah, the pipes. Good guy.
Oh, lovely
Good
stuff.
guy.
Well, we're talking about
The
things.
Colin off's on as well.
Oh, is it?
Colin from Greenwich. Not trying to muscle in on Dumfries Collins turf. Spell mine with 2 L's if you want. Accent, a little bit Berkshire.
There's a one like that.
Oh, really?
Berkshire's quite posh, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Berkshire, anywhere kind of surrounding London's where people are, with the exception
Yeah.
of Kent.
Henry Kelly lives in Berkshire.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And he's your mate, isn't he?
Yeah.
Name dropping.
Who am I? I was born in Israel in 1846.
What was that fantastic thing that Henry Kelly said to you? No, don't put it there. What did he say?
He said, you're a walking vessel of wisdom.
No, he didn't. What was the other thing he said about the flowers?
Oh, you're talking about smelling the roses.
Beautiful, that.
Yeah.
Henry Kelly saying wonderful things.
He's a very intelligent man, Henry Kelly.
Oh, you were obsessed with him. He used to come back every Tuesday. Oh, Henry. Oh, bloody hell. The stuff he said to me. Horrible little business. Driving in your little car to go and see Henry Kelly. Proper weird, that.
On the radio, I think just used to go around to his house.
No one heard it, mate. No one's got any evidence. You know?
Oh, yeah, right. All the listeners now listen to our show.
Yeah.
They've come from Radio Box.
Is that right?
You think they watch Mock the Week and that? They don't.
No, of course
They're
they don't.
Raddy B fans.
They're Ratty V.
You
Good news from Swindon.
Oh, it's all
don't
happy in
have-
Swindon.
Well, we've had a Swindon email in.
Oh, yeah.
If I can find it. Not like me to lose stuff, is it? No! Oh, I had it in my hand. Of course I did. I'm well ahead. I knew you were going to do all that because we planned this show ruthlessly.
Absolutely. That's why you got that alethiometer, isn't it?
I'm a big fan of the podcast question for John.
Okay.
I think she's meant to use some punctuation there, but there you go. Swindon is dull. Why do you live there? I can't wait to leave it when I go to uni, which is hopefully Edinburgh. Can't wait. Russell's playing the Wyvern soon.
Yep.
Now, a while ago, you mentioned that you'd like to micturate on Britt Ekland.
Oh, what? When did I do? When have I said that?
When you said...
Oh, I did, yeah, I did, yeah.
There we go. If you really
She's doing
want...
grumpy old women. I'll tell you what, that really... she's doing the grumpy old women tour.
Jermaine Gray, I'll tell you what winds me up. Russell Howard weighing on my face.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? Just a fling. I'd get rid of everything if I had the chance to urinate on Jermaine Gray's head from a distance.
You'd get rid of
I
everything.
hate that woman. Hate her. Just, you see all that?
She's done more for the feminist movement in this
Has
country
she
than you
now?
ever will.
She's a cartoon feminist. She's a jerk.
Yeah.
Horrific. She just says vile things to publicise books.
Shall I do the rest of the email?
Yeah.
Do you want to...
That's yeah, and elves and rabbits and monkeys and
do you want to
happy.
pop a Nelson Mandela next?
No, I just hate her.
That's all just your opinion, Russell.
Yeah, it's all my opinion. Yeah, yeah. Bring it on, Jermaine. I'll wee in your face. Go on, John.
Oh dear, the female eunuch. If you really want to pee on Britt Ekland,
Yep.
she's starring in our pantomime this year. I've met her and she's such a diva. So basically, when you do the Wyvern on your tour,
Yeah.
hang around, pee on Britt Ekland.
I could pay off like a man to do it for me.
You could pay off a man, yeah.
Yeah, no, who works at the Wyvern.
I see.
Just to wander up and go, excuse me, I filled this full of... I should probably explain my story rather than go, I filled this, can you save this and chuck it at her?
Someone sent in an OCD flavoured board game.
Oh, this should be up your street. I'll read it out for you then.
Alright then.
There we go.
What's at the top of that?
Okay, do I have to tap it 3 times or something? No. Hi, Russ and John. Here's an OCD flavoured board game for John, and he'll get his money's worth. When sending a text message, I always try to use 160 available spaces.
Yeah.
Are you into that?
Not too bothered, to be honest, as long as it's grammatically accurate. No abbreviations necessary in text messages, it's just lazy.
Okay. It's now time for a song. This is called...
She's going mental next door. Someone in the studio next door just, like, threw something across the room.
It's Jermaine Greer, Get My Shooter. What's going on? Why are you two pulling faces at each other?
We're not. You two are being bawdy again off air, aren't you?
No.
About me and girls.
No.
Saying nasty things.
A girl in particular.
Yeah, a girl who makes you feel a little bit...
I give you that one.
Yeah, it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, John, what do you think of the Lenore advert? There you go. What do you like? What do you...
Hang on, I've got another one. I've got another one. Everyone wait.
Cutlery.
Sandwiches. Poo. I caught you out there.
Yeah,
nice.
these are all the things that excite you.
Jermaine Greer used to lecture at my university before my time, but I have it on good authority that she's made some first years cry.
Yeah, there you go. What's the point of that? Although, to be honest, some people need wedging. If you leave your pants out... I haven't done a wedgie for years. I must get back to my wedgie days.
You're 27,
That's
Russell.
a fair point. I'd love to wedge you. No, I wedged you. I've got a photo of it on my phone. I was looking at it the other day.
When?
Your lead...
And I saw that picture of you sodomising me in the studio this week as well.
Yeah.
That's up on the internet.
Yeah. Never mind. But there's a photo of... It's really great. You know when you go through all the old photos you've got on your mobile phone? Well done, John. You're going through the old photos on your phone, and there's one of you, led, drunk, on the black sofa arse, with your pants hiked right up, with a look of desperation in your eyes.
Drunk?
Yeah.
I don't drink, mate.
No, you do. And when you drink, you sound off, and occasionally you wet yourself, don't you?
No!
Like that photo I've seen.
You find it.
What?
Find it.
Okay, get it out now.
Yeah, and the photo. Russell, why do you hate Kent so much? Not that I want to be known as posh, but week after week you keep taking these little digs at my homeland.
I love Kent, it's alright.
Do you?
Nah, not really. No, I like Canterbury's fantastic, but there's just like Maidstone. God, it's because there's a horrible gig there. That's all.
There are many horrible gigs in Kent.
I got called. I got shouted at for about an hour at a gig there a couple of years ago. They were going, you gay, you're so gay, for the entire gig. And then I had to bring on Jason Wood, who is a gay cabaret act.
Right, and then you had to bring him off as well, which didn't help.
No, exactly. He did great, actually. It was fantastic. It was really one of those really cool moments when you're like, yeah, and then I had to...
I know what you're thinking, Russell.
What am I thinking?
I can smell you thinking it. You're thinking... Why haven't we talked about the Dyson Airblade yet this week?
Okay.
Surely there have been emails.
What do you think about Dyson Airblades, John?
We've had some unbelievable feedback on the Dyson Airblades.
I was gutted. Do you know what? On Saturday, as you know, I've yet to be mystified by the Dyson Airblade.
Yeah.
I was out at the mall in Cribs Causeway, which, according to...
Accelerator at the mall, is it?
No, Dyson Airblade at the mall.
Is it?
Yeah. And my girlfriend came and went, oh, you never guess what? There's a Dyson Airblade in the toilet. You got to go there. No, I ain't going there.
You didn't go?
Don't need to go to the toilet.
I got my special nappies on.
I ain't just going to wander in and dry my hands. I couldn't be bothered with it.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Someone's found one in Lancaster, where I grew up, so I'm going to go to that when I go up to Lancaster soon.
Well, that's worth going, isn't it? Mental.
Giles Corrin.
Good name. Corrin Giles. Here, miss.
No, he's a Times food review critic, man. He started rating restaurants based on the hand dryers they've got on, so he's nicked my idea.
Nicked your idea.
But that's fine, you can have it, Giles, but just ask me first, yeah, before you run out of content for your own stuff.
Yeah.
Best one, Nige from Stourbridge in the West Midlands.
Niginator.
He sent me in a copy of this month's Electrician and Installer.
You've already got that. You put it next to your Woman's Monthly.
The business magazine for the electrical trade, because there's a lot of imposters in that market.
There are.
I keep getting Wireless Willie, which is it's just not as good.
Yeah, you want to
professional
posture for that.
Professional Electrician Installer is the magazine. It's just turn to page 30. You'll find there's a new kid on the market.
Okay,
and he's highlighted a bit all about. You're going to press your button?
No.
A hand dryer. Culture. There's a whole section about culture, which you wouldn't know anything about, Russell.
Oh, right.
Culture.
What, the culture of hand dryers?
Yes.
Right.
It's all about Japan, you see.
Is it?
It's big in Japan, it says.
God, you sound like a tin pot inventor, like a weird uncle. It's all about Japan. I read it in my magazine.
Yeah.
I got it from foreign base.
Now, they've got, I think we'll agree looking at it in the studio, it's a rip-off of the Dyson Airblade, that's all it is. Just how long you need to use the dryer before you consider your hands dry all comes down to a question of culture. According to Mitsubishi, the British will only tolerate 100 milligrams of moisture on their hands.
Is that what Mitsubishi have actually said?
Mitsubishi have said that. Not my words, Russell, the words of Mitsubishi.
The word of a car?
Do you know why
Cars can't talk.
We only tolerate 100 mil because we live in a country where we might be expected to shake hands at short notice. Japanese people, on the other hand, will tolerate 300 milligrams of moisture on the hand. Rather than because
I love the idea there's been a test. You Japanese are mental! 300 mil! Look at my hands, I look like a skeletal! I'm going back to England!
That's sodden, innit? 300 mil.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, don't even bother, lads.
Like just a Japanese person. Higher.
Based on these expectations, Mitsubishi claim the jet towel will take between 3 and 5 seconds to dry, and they've put that in inverted commas, the average Japanese person's hands, and 10 seconds for the average British person, up to 3 times faster than the average heat dryer. So thanks for that, Nige. I'll read the rest of that in bed.
Yeah, you will. And I imagine it'll make you feel a little bit like this.
And we're also joined by Mark Lawrence.
Our friend Al Pitcher's here, and we'll get him on in a minute.
Thank you, Russell, for your Canterbury is brilliant comment.
It is brilliant. It's a fantastic place.
Didn't pay to get into a cathedral.
I did.
No, I mean, one shouldn't.
Oh, it's horrible, though. When you're wondering, you don't know what you're looking for when you go to cathedrals. Although, I went to...
The Lord.
Well, yeah, but he's not about, is he?
He's everywhere. He's in here now.
He's
disgusted with you.
Is he?
Yeah. Russell, that smells of eggs.
Did you ever think about that? You know those moments when you've done some terrible things?
No.
Lies. Did you ever used to think about that? I remember once when I was doing a terrible thing to myself, interfering with myself, as I believe they call it, and I had a real kind of moment of going, oh, Christ, what if ghosts are real? Do you know what I mean? And then you get up to heaven, and they're really, and God shows you all these clips, all these terrible things, and you thought, you know those moments when you go, thank God I'm on my own for this. And then you get there and they play all of them and it's everyone going, ah, and you see all the spectres and ghouls looming whilst you thought you were alone and they're pulling faces at you and stuff like that.
You picture heaven as God doing like You've Been Framed of every time you've touched yourself.
Yeah.
And ghosts watching you.
If I was God, if I died before you, I'm getting that job. I'll go up to the big man and go, all right, nice beard. Listen, keep your eyes on him because he's doing creepy stuff late at night. Let me guarantee that. Seriously, when he gets inside, he puts on special house clothes. He likes to watch films naked. True or false?
False.
No, absolutely true. What was that? You were watching Caddyshack the other day? I rang up and you said, did you not?
Oh, someone's called me a vagina.
Really?
Yeah.
What does it say that?
Says Richardson, you vagina, you better apologise for that tune. That's that Pete again, because you encouraged him.
He's
you
a good guy.
Started on
yeah,
this.
Pete, stop calling my mate a vagina, alright, please?
Yeah, I've just spent time rolling up my pastel blue jacket sleeves after that amazing bit of Lady Killer Krista Burr.
Exactly.
In Hitchin.
Yeah, you tell him, Labia. We're joined in the studio by the comedian Alan Pitcher.
Oh, thank you.
How you doing, mate?
Call me Alan.
Nice your name, mate.
Yeah. Only Mum calls me Alan.
I call you Alan as well.
Russell.
Yeah.
And John, you call me Al.
I'll call you Al.
My brother calls you Alan as well.
Yeah, he does. And Bazza. Bazza McGee for some reason.
It's ongoing. Now, we've had an email in.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That'd be me. Well, I thought you were going to chat to Al. Usually you get a guest in so you don't have to talk to me and you send me out to the cupboard.
See, look how he's brought it.
Look how he does it.
Straight away he's cut you out the loop.
What?
You've cut him and go, oh, you've only brought him out so that I can show him more attention than you. I've just spent 2.5 hours in your lovely company. And now we're going to have a lovely
prodding
chat.
me with a stick.
I haven't prodded you once with a stick, otherwise...
I ain't cutting you out of the loop.
This is awkward.
If I prodded you with a stick...
I'll high-five you, look.
Yeah. There we go.
You high-five someone. Yeah, all friends.
That's quite a nice little thud there.
Yeah, well, yeah. And the people at home don't know what I hit.
See you around.
You're certainly high.
Russell's recent visit to the toilet reminded me of an incident which occurred on the final night of Edinburgh's Fringe this year. I was emerging from a cubicle in the Pleasantstone toilets and heading towards the sink.
He heard this noise.
for the necessary cleaning of hands.
Yeah.
When who should I see but TV's Russell Howard
Oh, he must have just lost
run his hands under the tap and then rub the moisture left on his hands into his hair.
Exactly.
Without making any move towards the
it.
dryers.
I'm off out.
I was appalled. I think in the circumstances you must never share a bag of crisps with this man.
I'm not offering him crisps.
you don't eat crisps?
Yeah, I'm just doing my do.
Just doing your do.
Who are
with
these
your-
mental
your
people that
khaki
watch me in
hands.
toilets, watch me clean?
Russell, how'd you get your hair to stick? It's a little bit water, a little bit sweat, and a little bit poop.
Yeah, I'm bothered. It's just hair.
I actually think that I always do that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
No, but I don't have people watching me.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the difference. What?
You have that guy who follows you around sometimes.
Oh yes, Matt Ford.
But we don't have to worry about hair.
He's
like
on
that.
heat.
But we, because me and Al have got quite wavy hair, whereas you have hair, like I said this morning, like a foreign import that Bolton have just signed, and that's good.
Yeah, if you
On loan.
Doesn't he? Who's your new fella? It doesn't he look like that? It's great.
you wake up, Al, it's Sunday morning, you've driven in from Swindon, you've been up early, and you're up late packing and making sandwiches because your bread's knackered, right? The first thing you hear when you get in, oh, morning, haircut, is it? Makes you look like a Moroccan midfielder off Sam Allardyce.
Sammy Lee, please.
Sammy Lee.
The Times.
Sammy Lee's still got the microphone. You've seen that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
It's
pathetic,
obviously a bit
innit?
too big for his ear.
It's like watching a child trying to act like his dad wearing his mum's shoes.
Yeah, it is quite. That's an interesting insight. Hey, that's a point. Have you ever, to both of you, have you ever dressed up in your parents' clothes? John, to you first.
No.
Alan?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, really? No, me neither.
You've worn your dad's catsuit, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
You've worn your dad's clothes. You've put on your dad's fake sideburns.
And they're not fake.
You've drink your dad's drunkies.
Yeah, we've had a drink together, but that's different.
How weird's that? Do you ever used to go drinking with your dad?
Sorry.
Yeah, for a while, and then it kind of got cut short. Out! Get out!
Oh, yeah, because you... Oh, are we allowed to tell this story about you and the football club?
Oh yeah, if you want.
This is
well, this will tarnish my reputation. but Ivan Campo's been done as well. So.
I'd take Ivan Campo. He's a good midfielder.
Interesting. But so what happened? Didn't you get drunk and you nicked...
Yeah, I broke into a football club, the rival football. There's only like 2 clubs in the whole city.
The Wichita Bongers.
Yeah, against the Dingadong-Dongders. and I was a bit drunk, and I got done, and we were running away.
Oh, that's it. You nicked a load of booze from a rival team.
Yeah, and my mate nicked the poker machine off the wall. So yeah.
And your dad caught you, and his reaction?
Not happy, and I had to kind of give myself up, kind of thing. Have you ever given yourself up to the police? It was proper, you know.
The only crimes I've committed, I once nicked a cream egg from Tesco when I was 6, and I couldn't tell anyone I'd done it, and I was just walking behind my mum eating it out of a wax jacket because I couldn't make my mind up between one of those horrible, like hunter jackets, like the muff coats. Did you ever have muff coats? With the horrible
Muff coats. They're illegal now.
That's
Not
what we
allowed
called
to
them.
do that.
No, and that's the only thing. We nicked some chewing gum from Eve's shop once, and I once kicked in a bin. Those are the only crimes. I killed that boy, but aside from that, Richard Herring, big fan of them.
Right. Oh, the
Yeah.
Go team.
Yeah,
Get in your head a bit too much, though, don't they?
today.
Yeah.
I'm not really familiar with a lot of their work, but I enjoyed that.
They're the ones who did
Oh, that's a cracker, that. But sadly, I only know that from the bloody adverts.
sticking in your
It's depressing,
head all
isn't
day,
it?
that.
But that is from an advert, isn't it? So,
It's
some
quite,
car.
yeah, it is quite sad when you discover it after.
It's like that Aqualung song. Everyone got into it because of... They're huge in America, apparently.
Moby's
Aqualung.
the one, isn't he?
Yeah, he did
Moby's the one who
loads.
sold every
And
song
it's
he
quite
ever
weird
wrote.
because you wouldn't have thought, given that he's quite into... He's a vegan and he's quite, a political person. You wouldn't have thought he would give his songs to adverts. Would you?
Well,
You're a band, you're giving your tunes away?
I would love to just write one song and just sell it for loads of money and never have to do anything ever again.
Yeah, but in all likelihood, your song's going to be something along the lines of "Stay out of my cupboard." Or "Stay out
Someone's
of my
gotta
cupboard."
say it.
Bread's
you-
crap.
yeah, the bread's rubbish. Although to be honest, you could maybe do that.
vocal.
Do a few of quite full-on songs. And
I
then try
remember the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
The All Blacks in New Zealand they wanted "Start Me Up" as their song,
Yeah.
for all the ads, and they thought they were going to have to pay $1 million and all that. And Mick Jagger just said, "Give us a box of Steinlager beers and a signed rugby shirt, and you can have it."
Is that right?
Yeah, it's kinda cool.
That's pretty cool.
We'll do that with our stuff, won't we? That off the podcast. People will go, can we have that bit where you burped as our walkout music? And you go, just give me some frazzles and we'll see no more about it.
Oh,
Can't you burp on demand?
Not really. Can you?
No, I obviously saw that you couldn't there.
I was trying to really hard.
You can, though, with the nonchalance you said that.
Oh, it's disgusting. It's horrible. He does it all day. Like Henry
Yeah,
VIII.
I do it all day.
No, but you do.
Sometimes I can't get anything else done.
No, but you do burp a lot. Anyways, Al, we need to bring this all together for the podcast.
Okay.
Now, what irritates you in life? Tiny little things in life annoy you.
Beggars.
There you go. Fantastic.
But people think. I mean, I don't mind the odd beggar, but the ones that come up and they have that. I've just lost my car keys. I'm on the way to Wickham. I'm just signing a deal. Can you? Yeah,
They're just signing a deal.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to punch him? Do you want to hit him?
No, I just go. Come on, mate. You know when they need like 78p to get them to Sheffield or something like that.
Yeah.
Hey. I had one the other day, and this will freak you out, right?
I bet it freaked him out.
A guy came up to me and offered me, you know, like the coffee places, they have stamps.
Oh yeah.
For the, you know, if you collect them, he offered me the stamper for £5.
God, you've lost it, John, haven't you? I'll lend you the money, mate. I'll lend you the money.
That's a good deal. I would be too scared to use it, though.
Yeah,
because I would think,
just in case they changed it overnight.
Exactly. Or they just like the different coloured ink.
Yeah.
They went, we're using green ink,
Yeah.
you pilfering sod. 3 years in prison for a coffee stamp.
Somebody's been hoodwinked by a vagabond.
Yeah.
And can you put a price on that? He said £5.
It'd be funny if you'd bought it and you stamped it and it just said, "You've been tramped." And then they're getting some angry texts in from people going, "Yeah, that wasn't the Go team, it was the 5, 6, 7, 8, you clowns.
Oh, right, sorry.
Guys, different bands. Aaron."
Oh, well.
Okay.
Soz, guys.
They were very positive, though.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The thing is, and Alan, also, etiquette in an orgy. John thinks there'd be a queuing system. I think
they've got those things you use in meat
like meat
counters
counters,
in
isn't it?
supermarkets.
Oh, yeah.
and you ever go, I say it'd be a massive free-for-all.
Yeah, it's
Have you been to one? You're an experienced man of the world. I remember
he's
that
got
was
a twinkle
brilliant.
in his eye.
no, sexually I'm rubbish, and I haven't really tried in much. You know,
Ah,
do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I'm quite,
Yeah, I won't really trying. Yeah, I won't really trying.
Yeah.
Let's see what
I'm
I
quite
can do when
straight.
trying.
I'm straight down the line. I just do my business. You know, if you're not happy,
They
I'll
don't
get
like
off.
that, though, do they? When you do your business.
If there's
Alan
a coffee
said-
table.
You sound like a kid at a go-kart centre. If I'm doing it wrong, I'll just get off. I love go-karting. We'll have to do that on our holiday.
Number 56, your time's up. I ain't finished.
I ain't got started.
You know when I start.
Yeah. Boom. Oh, dear Christ. Now, Al, earlier on, we were on about board games, the things you do when you're bored and that. You know, the kind of quirky little things you do to get through life. What do you do?
I like to count things.
Right. He's a bit like that. He counts coins to make sure they're all in his pocket.
Oh, I'm not that weird.
Okay.
I like looking
That
at.
isn't weird.
It
Counting coins to know how much money you've got so you can buy goods.
No, but you put them in order of size.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
a bit
normal.
weird.
So you can identify them quickly in case you have to pay for something in a hurry.
Yeah, so someone says...
55p, front and back, done.
Yeah, exactly. Front and back. I know where my money is. All right, mate, it's fine. You got all day. We'll have a chat if you want. No time for talking, no.
Oh, talk to me.
My gran.
Oh, dear.
God bless her soul. She used to count her money before she lost the plot. So you need to watch that.
Yeah,
she used
yeah.
to polish her money as well.
Did she?
Yeah, and then she used to give it to the cat and stuff. So
Money's
she's
filthy.
It is filthy. Yeah,
got people
Hang on a minute. Whoa. She used to polish money. Give it to the cat.
yeah, in a kind of
I'll tell you what.
communion kind of thing.
I tell you what. That's a good way to fleece old women, right? You
Oh, that's what society needs. Another way of fleecing old women.
Dress the voice of a generation.
dress up as a dog or a cat. Find an old lady, befriend her. You make your millions.
Dress up as a dog or a cat. Have you not read the papers? Just get a print off a British Gas badge and just go around and say, I work for British Gas, give us 50 quid. They'll give you it and then you go.
Yeah, maybe
You
you're
don't need
right.
to dress up as a dog or a cat.
Yeah, but if you play the long game, you live with them for a year. They leave you all their money and their will. Bang, you got the money. Unzip yourself. Get down the.
Whoa!
Oh, no, she's dead.
When they're dead?
She's dead. Yeah, I'm not unzipping myself. That would, Although to be honest, when the will's signed, I'll leave it all to you, Ambrosius. Leg it.
Ambrosius.
She pops her clogs. I'm off out.
Labyrinth reference.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, that's not right.
So you'd freak her out. You'd shock her.
Only after she signed it. Then
Yeah.
bang, she hits the mat. I take the dosh. I'm out on the town. Spend it on fake tan and Lamborghinis.
In that order.
Yeah, why not? Let's you and me get a fake tan and hire a Lamborghini for an hour.
Press the Mark Lawrence noise and then just say, Mark, what do all the girls say?
Mark, what do all the girls say? There you go.
I like that. I'm going to do that at home.
What?
Just do that.
What say?
I'm going on holiday this week. I'm not even going to be there.
Please, you guys, get
Shut
fake
up, shut up.
tans.
Locked
but
all
get
the windows. I'm getting a
bra
real
strap thing. You know, like when people wear bikini.
Oh, that'd be amazing,
Just
wouldn't
have
it?
the white straps go on.
And just the eyes. Like that, the big panda eyes. Well, where are you going on holiday, John?
Spain.
Oh, whereabouts in
You
Spain?
see Spain? Well, it's Mallorca. It's a little bit...
You're fluent as well, aren't you?
Yes.
No, he is actually. And
What you want me to say?
I helped out a Spanish lady earlier.
She wasn't Spanish.
She was?
She wasn't.
She said, please.
She said, help me, I'm Spanish.
No, she said, can you tell me which way is the Bakerloo? And I went, yeah, it's just down there. Hey, hands off. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And then
Will you mock my wig?
And then she
She had wet hands, she put it in your hair.
she walked off, and he went, yeah, I would have spoke Spanish to her had we been in Spain, but we're not, so I won't.
I really enunciate my H's, don't I?
Yeah, so he worked, and he got up, and there was drugs all in his seat.
She wasn't Spanish. If she was Spanish, I'd have told her you need the brown line. But you loved saying that, didn't you? Sniggering at her.
Don't call them by the colours. you call them by their names, Bakerloo. Don't go, you need the brown line.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
brown is colour is the universal language, isn't it? Get on the brown one.
No,
If you got Bakerloo, she
music's
go,
the universal
Bakerloo.
language. It's not colour. You can't wander up to someone in Peru, go red, and they'll understand you.
If you point to something,
central
if you
line.
point
Yeah.
to something red in England, they're not going to go. In my country, that is blue.
No, but then
Red's red. That's why they have colours on tube maps. It's because they're universal.
yeah, but they're not. Red is different in Spanish to red in English.
The word is, but the colour is. They don't change the colour.
How do you know?
Yeah, how do you know?
Spain, we put a little bit of yellow in it.
Yeah, maybe they do. Why have you got them like that? Why are they always coming out of cars?
This
when you
guy,
do-
he brought up in Argentina, but then he moved to Spain.
What are you doing?
Do you have that law if you went to Argentina and they speak?
They got no laws in Argentina.
Oh, for
Don't
God's
ask me about Argentina. You're not sincere of God. Ask my one.
Well, for starters, that's in Brazil.
Yeah.
My kid, he's got 1 foot.
Your kid's got 1 foot, has he?
Yes.
What's your name?
Kim.
Kim the man, and you got a one-legged boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
More from Kim next week.
Well, I'll tell you
Time
what-
to hand over to the music
Yeah,
week.
John's gonna have a fantastic time in Spain.
Our podcast buddies.
Oh yeah, sweet.
I just got pointed out with a pen. Am I in trouble?
Yeah, what do you want us to do?
What you want? I get my friend down here.
Right, we better go, or we're gonna be off the air. See you later. Have a fantastic week.
BBC Six Music.